did you have to then repurchase all of these and resend to everybody who had ordered it? Dude. And then how did you guys get through the next couple of months? Like what happened there?
I'm literally welling up like right now, like just the thinking of it, because it's such a beautiful thing, man. I wanted to shut it down. So, when you and I started talking off air before this podcast started, I was like, Nick is a genius of highest level of genius, and I love him, and he's got such a huge heart, and I would take a bullet for the guy. But I was like, bro, a seer, no one can even pronounce the word. This is before you guys told us that. I already knew, people that are smart marketers, and I'm a pretty smart marketer, but they were like, that's not a sellable name. It's not what you guys should have. So to your question, for 2 months, we couldn't sell the product. We know we have a game-changing product that works. It literally regrows hair. I'm living proof. There are now thousands of people around the world who are regrowing their hair with this product, but we didn't have it. And on top of that, we had to get new bottles, Austin. We couldn't use those bottles because we couldn't risk that happening again in cold weather. So he had to order from China. We didn't have an option. We didn't have the money to get something local because of the expense. So we waited, but I literally, very truthful on this podcast and total purposes of transparency, said, dude, let's just shut the company down. We have a provisional patent on 8 different delivery systems for the Oxano product. You're a genius. We can do whatever. We'll come under a different name. We'll trademark the serum and cream. We had trademarks, but we'll change that, and we'll also get a provisional patent for the serum and cream. Let's just shut it down, dude. Yeah. And to his credit, he was like, no, he was emotionally attached to this. This is his baby.
Yeah.
And
you guys, you guys had momentum. You had things going in the right direction.
But we had no money. No money. You were literally, if you're okay with me sharing, we literally were down to we were upside down about 25 grand. Yeah. And, it was I don't want to borrow money. And I personally had already contributed my own personal capital, which I've been now restituted. But I was like, look, I'm not giving you another cent. I'm against this. You want to keep going. If it goes under, I'm not giving you a cent. It is what it is. And again, to his credit, the bottles came in on March 6th. So remember, this is we sold through December. And then I think we ran out by January 6th or 8th. So nothing in January, nothing in February. Our sales, and again, for purposes of references, in November, we did $93,700 in sales. And in February, in the lowest month ever since, the beginning, the infancy, we were at $16,300. So that was at that point where I was sending him a nasty Dear John email, I love you, bro, but
we got to end this
isn't going to work. And he was like, no, we were just implying together. And we were talking about this, but he, again, to his credit, wouldn't do it. The bottles came in on March 6th or 7th. Don't hold me to that. And then we ended up doing $43,000 in sales in March, which was a miracle in and of itself. And then April was our big month. We had a bunch of influencers promote it. And then, like you said, we had momentum. So thankfully our audience came back to us. And truth be told, dude, and this is crazy, but this is just the type of person I am. I personally emailed every single customer, and I told them, this is an act of God. We will do everything in our possible way to make you right and whole. Whatever we have to do, if I have to give you a 50% off coupon for the rest of the year to buy our product, I'll do it.
Whatever feels good. Whatever. You'll make it right. You'll make it right. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's just me. That's how I roll. And, I had people on our team that were like, you can't do that, bro. What happens if? But I was like, no, I'm going to do it. So thankfully they did come back. We had a huge month for us at the time. In April, we did 180,000, which was by far our biggest month ever, double what we had done. And then since then, we had, in May, it was about 100. And then Ben, blew us up.
Yeah.
In June, which is when, you found out about us. Yeah. And, now we're about a 250 a month without any marketing. And I think, we can talk about this. Dude, we do nothing. We do nothing on Facebook. We do nothing on Instagram. We have a social media presence. It's discombobulated.
But you've got something people want.
We do. We do.
You got something people want, and that's a hell of a story to get there. And that's, it's interesting, right? When you hear you see from the outside, you don't know behind the scenes on how people get to where they're at. Because what's going to happen is, we'll fast forward a year from now and you'll start to see even more success and people will start to see you. And it always feels often like like an overnight success. Oh, I didn't see this person. And then now I see them everywhere. Like, what happened? But there's always that behind the scenes that goes on that, maybe not as dramatic as what you guys had, but everyone's dealing with their own different challenges. And it's super interesting. And I'm grateful that you are transparent with it, because other people are going to feel that are in the journey right now to try to get where you're at right now. It's not always linear. In fact, it's like, I always think of it as kind of like circles that are hopefully moving up in the right direction, right?